All right, back. Megan, Nathan, Brittany, Jessica, and Ryan Bauer, all of the same family, busy at work, except, let's see, is that Jessica? She's a ham. She keeps looking at the camera. I guess she wants a career in broadcast. Now, Tom, Newbold, what they're doing is kind of like we were talking earlier, sort of the way you just started out with. Mm-hmm. Very simply like just adding color.
That's right. I've given them several gels. They've got some scissors, some tape, and some colored pens, so they can color the X-rays and do whatever they think artistically, would look good to them. So that's sort of the way I started out.
Is this spreading at all? Are other people learning of your work that you're aware of and kind of taking it up?
Yeah, well...
Schools and art academies?
Oh, no, I don't think that. However, I had a show at the Contemporary Arts Center downtown, and I'm going to have a show at the Joseph Beth. So I think it's becoming quite popular with children. I use it as sort of a tool to teach children that we're sort of all the same below the skin, and that there's a whole other world that's right below the surface that if you just, through the use of X-rays, you can see what it looks like. And it helps teach them about anatomy and things like that.
What do they call it? Subcutaneous layer, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, very impressive.
The skin underneath your skin is
that's
subcutaneous. Right. I don't know why that's in my head, except I like the word.
There you go.
Subcutaneous.
I like that too.
Yeah. Now, could they take these to school maybe and share them with their classmates?
Oh yeah, and share them with and I've done that too. I've gone to schools and done artwork with the students, and they get to keep them and they hang them up on the wall and show them to their friends. And I did something with the Contemporary Arts Center down at the West End Hotel last year, in which all the children could come up and they got to take them home and show them to their parents and things like that. And I think they really enjoyed that.
The Rookwood Pavilion, Joseph Beth's, that's not a bookstore, it's a happening.
Oh.
And you're going to be there Saturday 11?
Saturday at 11 o'clock. And I'd like to invite all the parents to bring their children down there, because they'll be able to do the same as these children are doing today. I'm going to show some X-rays, and I'm going to hand out X-rays that they can keep, and then art supplies, and they can do some creative work with it, and then take it home and put it up on the wall if they want to.
From northern Kentucky, I don't think I've ever done this before. I'll give you direction. You go up 71 to Smith Road, take that exit, and you'll come eventually to Edwards. Right there at Edwards and Madison is the Rookwood Pavilion location of Joseph Beth. It's a little shopping center there.
And they have a special section just for children, so it's going to be in that part of the store. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Are you doing this strictly for fun, or would you sell any of these? Or are you not that much of a starving artist?
Well, I'm starving right now, but I don't need the money that badly. Yeah. So right now I'm sort of doing it for fun, but I think I might eventually sell some of the work, but that's not my intention right here in the beginning.
What's the biggest X-ray machine we're aware of in the world? Just, like call Ed Maruska at the zoo. How do they X-ray an elephant, I wonder?
I don't know. I would like to get some X-rays of some, like elephants and giraffes and things like that. That'd be very interesting. But I haven't been able to find somebody at the zoo who'll give me those things yet. But that would be really interesting to see how big an X-ray machine
would be. Call director Maruska. Ed Maruska is a nice guy. Tell him I put you on his trail.
All right.
And he is the devotee of the rhinos. The black rhinos up there are his pride and joy, and they just opened a whole new area. I'll bet he'd work with you.
Okay, that would be great. Wouldn't it be interesting to see what it looked like?
Yeah, the inside of a rhino?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's at a distance. Actually, I read that through Ed, they're very docile. Unless they're disturbed.
Unless they're disturbed.
Yeah. You leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
Well, I would leave them alone.
But I guess that's true of almost any animal in the wild.
That's true.
Yeah. What's the smallest X-ray you've done yet?
The smallest
The inside of a wren's egg?
No, I've never done that, but that would be really interesting, wouldn't it, to see how small when they're first developing.
I'm here to help, Tom.
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
I mean, you're the artist, and you're the one that has the inspiration, the impressions that come to you. I'm just a hack former PR guy with ideas.
You got a lot of ideas. I know that.
Well, I don't know how many of them are useful, but it's a thought.
It's a thought, okay.
You want to go from big to small.
Oh.
And the contrast would be immense.
Well, I'm also thinking of doing another show in which I'm going to have X-rays of humans, but I'm going to have X-rays from outer space. They use these giant X-ray machines.
Oh, yes.
Also to do black holes in space and things like that. So I've contacted the Smithsonian Institute in Washington to send me some of their X-rays, and I thought I think I would call it inner world, outer world, or something like that.
You ought to go up on the Mir space station. Take a couple of pliers with you and a box of Craftsman tools, and you can fix the problems out there.
It's a little duct tape is all they need, right?
Usually.
No problem.
That's it. Are you, as an artist or creative person, are you as in awe of space, the limitlessness of the universe?
Infinity and beyond, yeah.
I can't come to grips with that concept.
It's just too large, isn't it?
Yeah.
To comprehend.
I guess...
comprehend.
I guess that's what I was saying on another broad. That's where faith comes into the equation.
Oh yeah, there has to be
Human
something.
faith. Otherwise you think about it long enough, you go nuts. That something has no beginning or end.
And how infinitesimally small you are in your existence.
Well, that's the reverse side of the depression. Now I'll be ready for Mark Maudlin in a half an hour, and ask a certified counselor he can bail me out of this hole that I put myself into.
Okay.
And that Tom is feeding upon and exacerbating with each passing second. So kids seem to take to this, huh?
Oh, they love it. They love seeing the different parts of their anatomy, and in fact, a lot of these kids have had X-rays done of them, so they're fairly familiar with it too.
Now, are they working with materials you provided?
I did. I provided them with those X-rays, so they're all there. Feet, hands, arms, legs, all sorts of different parts.
So
of the body.
if Jessica or Brittany or Megan, the girls, were X-rayed for, heaven forbid, some breakage or something like that, they could maybe ask their pediatrician for that and bring it home?
Oh, sure. They'd be glad to give them to them.
This is what happened when I was 7?
Yeah, this is the way it... You can see how small your hand was then, or your arm, or your leg, or something like that.
Sure. And they'll remember meeting the X-ray doctor.
That's true. They'll probably never forget.
Yeah. Would you autograph some of those?
Oh,
sign
sure.
them?
Oh, I'll sign them for them, sure.
Well, I mean, someday, when you rule
I
the
know.
world.
When I become famous and jaded
Forget
and everything.
Mapplethorpe, forget Mapplethorpe, people like that. X-ray art is a wave of the future.
It is.
I feel it.
Well, I'm here for it.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. And when you're the most famous patella coloration expert in the world, we'll all remember you fondly.
Oh, that's great.
But you're coming back.
Oh, I will?
On Northern. Sure.
Oh, okay. Well, sure, I'd love to come back.
Yeah, we got to do some more cool stuff down the road.
All right, we'll do that.
Okay. Thanks to Marcy for arranging for Tom Newbold to be with us, the X-ray doctor, and thanks to the Bauer kids. Megan, Nathan, Brittany, Jessica, and Ryan. Thank you all. You want to wave goodbye? All right. They're going to wave goodbye. I'll be back with the next hour of Northern Kentucky Magazine on TKR6, Northern Kentucky's own channel.